Infinite Supreme Peace, Param Shanti. Today's video is the English translation of the dialogue between Bapuji and Anandji on Anchoring Divine Light Part 2. Anandji says, Bapuji, you were talking about Param Mahakaran Sharir. Bapuji says, some people chant the Om mantra and awaken their Kundalini starting from the Mooladhara chakra, and slowly all the chakras gets activated. Finally, the 8th Agnya chakra gets activated. So the 8th chakra is Agnya, which means soul chakra. So when the power comes in the soul, the cells in the Sahasrara chakra, that is the crown chakra, Bapuji says there are millions, billions of cells where all the memory is stored in here. This memory also gets charged and will also get awakened. This memory is connected inside the soul. Bapuji says the memory is limited to the 5 elements, is stored in the Akash Tattva or the ether element. The Param light of the soul will also get awakened or activated. Anandji asks, while we are sitting here, can we see Behad Ke Kala Ka Brahmand? Bapuji says, I shall tell you something. I shall tell you a story of Markandeya Muni, which is in Bhakti Marg. Markandeya Rishi wrote Markandeya Puran. Markandeya Rishi was sitting on earth. He was watching the dance that was happening in Brahmapuri. That time Indra was told about this and he felt scared that Markandeya Rishi would take his throne. So a very big dancer was sent to Markandeya Rishi, but he did not open his eyes and see her. So Indra became very tensed. He thought this Rishi is very pure. So Indra himself came down to earth and asked the Rishi, "O Rishi, what do you want?" So Markandeya Rishi said that you are just the king of 3 lokas, that is Bhu, Bhuar and Swarglok. What do you genuinely have? You have big dancers whom you use to break the intense meditation of the sages like Vishwamitra through Menaka. The Rishi knew that if he gets the power, he will take the throne of Indra. The Rishi says, I have been watching the dance that is happening in Brahmapuri. Bapuji says, why is dance so famous these days? It's because it has come from Brahmapuri. The Rishi adds on to say that the servants of dancers in Brahmapuri are more beautiful than the dancers in Swarglok. Bapuji says, even the intellect of the sages gets stuck in Maya. They watch what is happening in Brahmapuri, Vishnupuri, Shivpuri. That is why they go up and again come down as human beings. The servants go up to Paramdam or even higher dimensions. Bapuji says Maya is there till Brahmapuri and Vishnupuri. Anandji says, Bapuji, now we have been taught in Brahma Kumaris that we have become human beings from Devi Devtas. Even if one gets the throne of Indra, but the vices, that is lust, anger, greed, ego, attachment, will not go. Even Indra was egoistic of his throne. He had to do so many wars to protect his throne. But in reality, what you have said as to how to put efforts is beyond and above all these. We don't even want to become Devi Devtas or be limited to this Paramdam. We have to go to Behad Ki Kala Ka Paramdam. We are not getting limited to the Sola Kala Sampurna, that is being pure with 16 celestial qualities. Bapuji says, what you think you become. This is a scientific theory. Your aura gets created by what you think. You imagine that you are in the highest of the highest, Behad Ke Kala Ka Paramdam, and the most supreme Param light is entering your soul in soul conscious stage. Then you'll be able to see Behad Ki Kala Ka Brahmand. This is called Bap Saman stage, which means the stage of the soul same as that of stage of Bapuji. That time your soul will get so much power, you will reach that stage where you don't even have to ask Bapuji. Bapuji says, I give knowledge to awaken your soul's light. When you do this, your soul's entire powerhouse will awaken. You yourself have the powerhouse in Param Mahakaran Sharir, that is the supreme supracausal body. But when will you awaken? When by intellect you are in Behad Ke Kala Ka Paramdam. If your intellect is in this limited or had world, if you are attached to others, if you are bothered about man, that is value, and shan, that is pride, Bapuji says, don't go behind man, value, and shan, pride. The other souls who do not have knowledge are Jivatmas. Bapuji says, many children have a wish to give me a bouquet of flowers. I tell the children, what will I do with all this? You become a flower, become soul conscious. Bapuji says, become like a flower, become soul conscious. This is the gift you have to give me. Children will now give me this gift, that is Behad Ki Atma Swarup or soul conscious experience. Bapuji says, I anyways don't accept anything that is limited to this world. So if 108 powerful seed souls, they have got so much power, if they awaken, it is their duty to become soul conscious, transform oneself, and they can transform the world. Now if these seed souls are asleep, what should I do? Be it 108, 1008, 16,000, 9 lakh souls, Behad souls. Bapuji says, awaken the Behad souls, awaken the infinite power in you. This is the real Diwali, that is to awaken the soul. Anandji says, I request and hope everyone watches this video become soul conscious and try to take the Param light in their souls and store this Param light in their souls, because the Maya or illusion on earth affects even the Behad souls. They too tend to go into darkness and slowly stop believing in God or end up going back to Bhakti Marg. Bapuji says this knowledge is for Behad souls. If the intellect of the Behad awakens in Behad soul, then the soul consciousness will be of Behad level. Here, one requires Behad ke Kala ka power. One has to take the power from the Almighty Authority. Shiv, Mahashiv, Paramahashiv are nothing in front of you. Anandji says, so in order to charge the entire multiverse, a soul has to put in efforts, right? Bapuji says, 108, 1008, 16,000 Behad souls have so much power in their souls that they have the capacity to make Behad ke Kala ka Brahmand. So what is this multiverse? It is so insignificant. Bapuji says these mighty seed souls together can transform the multiverse easily. But soul has to go into the path of Gyan, knowledge, Yoga, meditation, Seva, selfless service, which happens through thoughts, and Dharana, that is practical application of the knowledge. But when a soul becomes soul conscious, then his aura will expand and will be filled with the vibrations of Param Shanti. Tattva, which is elements, will get converted to Param Tattva, which is supreme elements. The vibrations of Param Shanti will spread so much when it hits the negative souls, even the negative souls will become positive. Even your enemies will take the vibrations of peace from you, and his or her negative thought will also stop getting created. Bapuji says we have to convert the negative atmosphere into positive atmosphere filled with peace. We are not against anyone. When you spread the vibrations of supreme peace, one will also experience Param Shanti. Even the house will be filled with Param Shanti, and the house will become a lighthouse. You are such a powerful soul. Bapuji says charity begins at home, so make your house a lighthouse first. Your house will become a temple. Self-transformation is world transformation. Anandji says, thank you very much for today's video, Bapuji. Those who watch part 1 and part 2 of how to become soul conscious and how to anchor divine light from the powerhouse, one truly wants to change, will be able to go to the infinite world. Bapuji, thank you very much once again. Param Shanti. Bapuji says, Param Shanti.